Hey guys, it's your boy the Ibrar back with another video, and in today's session we'll have a very amazing talk on AI and its potential of replacing human beings, especially the service providers in the digital marketing industry. Today we have a very special guest with us, Mrs. Ujwala. So would you please like to introduce yourself?
Yes, so this is Ujjwala, and I have been in the digital marketing and content industry for almost more than 10 years now. And I've seen the spectrum of this industry changing, evolving, and I have also evolved my skills with time. And I have a page on Instagram called Wordview. Wordview is my own setup. And yes, that's about me.
Nice. That was a very short, brief, interesting introduction of yours. Just to let all the viewers know that I'll also be linking your Instagram profile down in the description so that everyone can go and check you out there, right? She does a really amazing job posting content on digital marketing and for the service providers. If you're one who's interested in this field, then you should definitely check out her page. It has tons of value there, right? So
Thank you.
since you say that you have experience and you have seen the whole world of AI evolving, so what are your thoughts on like how AI has, developed in the recent 1 year, just in the past 1 year itself? What do you think would has been the change that you have experienced yourself firsthand?
So when I started, marketing was all about quantity. Like the more you post, the more number of posts you do, the more forum posts you do, the more blog posts you do, big contents, and it used to work actually. But now I think it is all about holding the attention span of your viewers, of your readers, of your subscribers, anyone, so or of your potential customers. So now it is really about how well you can place your content in a way that holds people's attention, because everyone is browsing through social media, and social media has become the biggest part of marketing right now, and people get all their updates from there. So I think, first of all, digital marketing has evolved from quality to quantity, and AI, since last some years ago, like AI has taken place, and people were not that welcoming about AI initially, is what I think. But now
Yes, that's true.
everyone uses it. Now everyone wants to use it. They have got familiar with the way AI is working. AI saves a lot of time. With the help of AI, you can even just do your content by yourself. You don't need anyone to do it for you. But then I feel, what I feel is that there has to be a human touch, which still works in the digital marketing phase, in the content writing phase. The human touch still works, and your ideas, your creativity, that is something which AI won't be able to do for you. So these are my views, and I'd like to know what you think as well on AI.
Yeah, so you very rightly mentioned when you talked about that the whole shift of the audience has been from the quantity to quality. Before it used to be like that, like just 2 to 3 years ago, just not total, it's not that too earlier. It's just that, just 1 to 2 years in the recent 1 to 2 years, we used to focus more on uploading the quantity, the number of Instagram posts or reels that you do.
Yes.
We would be sure that, that at least two just would be performing and that would bring us a result. But nowadays, the whole, it has been a whole shift where the complete focus is on quality. The retainment, the audience retention has become one of the most, become
Yes,
one of the
absolutely.
biggest factor.
Yes.
And in that, what I feel is that a big, chunk of role has been played by those AI videos, right? Where you have the text to speech, and then also the images used there were generated by AIs, and then you have the whole, everything has been like whole content generated by AI. So this is the biggest change that AI has brought, and it has in turn revolutionized the whole industry, right? So nowadays, if
Absolutely,
we
it
just
has.
talk about
Yeah.
AI, we have become accustomed to using AI literally in everything. Being service providers, being in the digital marketing industry, we have started using AI as it has become one of our, as an employee of ours. To be honest, like if we need a content to be generated, we can use chat gpt. If we require some, like if I don't want to pay for stock images, what I can do is I can easily generate them using image generators that we have. Maybe we're using ideogram or midjourney or leonardo, whichever tool we would like to use, right? So this has become like it has added to our, ease of work, I would say.
Absolutely, it
The
has.
whole concept of, creating content has become a lot more easier, and it has basically lessened our burden, right? Before it had to be like we had to spend our own time thinking what do we need to make. Then we had to spend our time, creating that content. But nowadays AI has taken the whole burden on itself, right? So it's, however, the most important thing that you told is that AI, at the end of the day, it's AI, it's artificial intelligence. It can never completely replicate the human intelligence, the human touch. It would be always missing. That's very true. So, like, apart from this, what are the benefits that you have got by using AI?
Right. I think AI saves a lot of time for content creators, and you can always, do your customization later when you have already generated content from AI. But it saves a lot of time. Actually, since AI came into the picture, content creators have always seen it like something which will, jeopardize their jobs or their projects or something like that. But it's important not to look at it in that way, and even convince your clients to not to look at it in that way, because after all, whatever content AI will be generating, it will need further customization, like putting keywords, customizing it according to the taste of the client, what they need, how they want to be ranked. So this thing is always going to be there where marketing is concerned. So I think it is important for content writers to not look at it in that way, that
Sure.
something that
Yeah,
will take away their jobs. And also AI, I feel, is obviously very cost effective. It is very fast. When you need something quickly, you can always go to ChatGPT and generate your content, and that's it, you're done. Even I think AI is good with predicting the insights which are going to happen in future. Like if you need some topics
so
for a blog post or for a social media post, you can always generate them from AI. You can also create reels and carousels for all the social media on AI. So I think it saves a lot of time and money, and it is a good thing to to incorporate in your work and look at it in a positive way. So I think this one thing is very important, that it saves time, and when you're time bound, you can always go to AI and do whatever you want to do and schedule it the way you want it to be scheduled.
definitely. What I also feel is that AI is also an aid to your creativity, right? Because sometimes it's like
Yes, it
we
is.
are sometimes very limited with our ideas, like we'll do it this way, or while writing content, we have certain vocabulary in your mind. But when you're using AI, it generates your content. Maybe it like gives you thoughts, it gives you an idea that maybe you can use it this way. The sentence can be reframed this way. That just,
Right, absolutely.
yeah, it is
Also, I
affordable.
think at times while creating content, you have a writer's block, that you've
Sure.
created content to some extent, then you don't know what to write next or what to think about
Definitely.
next. So AI is one handy tool. You can just go and you can look for content, and then you can improvise on it or do something with it. So it saves. I think it saves a lot of time. But then it is important for content creators to give your own touch to it, instead of just
Definitely.
using it like a copy paste thing. So that
Definitely.
that will improvise the content further. It will level up the content. So these things are also very important.
Definitely. Is one thing for our viewers that I'd also like to mention here is that if we completely rely upon AI to generate the content, it is very likely that the AI generated content can also get caught, right? We have those with those tools, those AI content generating inspectors that can actually figure out that the content has been generated using AI. So what we can do is that we can use AI just to generate the content, get the idea, and then completely reframe it as per our touch. Because human touch is something, and human element is something that AI can never have, right? So that's something every human being has got their own capabilities, their own creativity, which they have to put in to make you differentiate yourself, right? To differentiate yourself from other service providers. So that's very important thing that we have to definitely take care of.
Right. So I'd like to add to this is that I myself check the content that I give to my clients. That I check it for AI content, because at the end of the day we are also looking at rankings, views, clicks. So AI content, if it is directly copy pasted, like it is like a content which is being created somewhere else and then you're just using it. So it is very important to customize the AI content before you are, posting it somewhere, publishing it somewhere. Just copy pasting it is not going to work in terms of algorithms and rankings also. So these things have to be taken into considerations, and also it is important to understand that we are writing for a particular niche. We have a target audience. So whatever content is generated by AI, is it is it going to be well accepted by your audience? Is this what they are looking for? If they're looking for some solutions, and if you're talking about it in
Yes,
your content, is it right to post it like that? So that
definitely.
customization is always important.
Sure, this is a quality check on our end that we should perform, right?
Absolutely.
Correct. So since we now have talked about a lot of benefits that we derive as as content creators, as service providers from AI, now do we have some cons or do we have some I would say drawbacks of AI? What do you feel about
Yes.
it?
Now, again, I would mention that customization is one drawback that AI cannot do for you. Creating content, when you create content from your mind and when it is just written according to some format, these are two different things. So I think creativity is might lack in AI generated content. Not necessarily always it will, but it might lack. And there are many forms of content that a content creator or a digital marketer has to work on. Like they have to work on social media posts, ebooks, or maybe some blog posts, anything. So when or maybe presentations. So there you cannot always rely on AI to give you that perfect piece of content that you can use somewhere. Also, I think. When you generate content from AI, you also have to look for copyrights and everything. So
Yes,
this can be one con. If you have not reviewed the content properly, you might get into trouble online. So it is AI will just generate according to what the data and the feed it has. But then it is very important for you to check it once. So these are the cons that you can get quick content, but then you have to verify it, you have to customize it, and then you can use it. So these
sure.
are some cons that I think AI has. You can also let me know in your opinion what might be the cons of AI.
Yeah, what
But
I
you are more
yeah
of video creators. So how
yeah
do you use AI and what problems or what challenges do you face?
Sure. So I would love to share on this. So one of the cons that I just would like to share with the audience here and also with you is that if we just talk about ChatGPT, since ChatGPT is the most used AI tool, so ChatGPT, if most of us are using the 3.5 GPT, right? Very few of us has the $20 per month subscription allowing us access to ChatGPT 4. So in 3.5, if we just look at it, it is actually limited. Its knowledge is just limited up to, I guess, September 2021. Right. So if you're looking like as social media marketers or as content creators, one of the most important factors that we take care is to be always up to date with the trends. What's going on in the market, we have to be up to date with it, and so that our content aligns with the current trend, right? And so in that case, if you're asking AI to get you some current trends, maybe some trending hashtags or trending topics, then it would certainly lack on this point because it will clearly mention that it has its knowledge is limited up to September 2021 if we just talk about ChatGPT 3.5. So that's one of the major drawback that I would say if you are a service provider, if you're a content creator, and you're just looking for some trending topics that's trending right now or in the past 2 to 3 months, that's like not possible in terms of ChatGPT. But however, there's also good news for everyone that ChatGPT 4, which is one of the latest, the GPT-4 basically, GPT-4 is the module of the AI. So GPT-4, which is the up-to-date model that we talk about right now. So you can also access it for free. Like you have the Bing AI, right? The Bing chat, you can use that. But however, as I've used, ChatGPT stands the best, right? Even 3.5 is able to compete with GPT-4 module of Bing. So definitely there's no competition of ChatGPT, but however, if you're just looking for a healthy alternative so that you want, like if you want some trending topics and also some access to the internet, because ChatGPT 3.5, it doesn't have the access to internet, right? And if you are looking for all the trending topics or like some detailed answer on some topic, then you definitely want to give the internet access to the AI. So that you can do in the GPT-4 module, and you can easily access it in Bing chat, right? But however, one of the biggest cons is that the generative ability, right? The then generative ability of using GPT-4 even in the other tools is also very limited. ChatGPT has become the master of AI generation tool. So
Right. Yeah.
so definitely, even if you're looking for some other tool, it won't give you that sort of output that you are looking for. But however, that's a healthy alternative that you can look up to. Now talking about how do we, as video creators, how do we implement AI, right? Like as a YouTuber, how do I implement AI? So AI has a big role to play in my life. Okay, like starting from the getting the video ideas. Though I don't completely rely upon ChatGPT to get the video ideas. However, it's just as we discussed that we can use AI to to basically help us get a wider view, right? Because I have those that creators block where I would just think about certain topics, but then AI can help me to give me a new direction of thought. It can give me a new magnitude of thought where I can think about, oh, I can also do this. I can also talk about this. And so definitely, I just use one of the fields that we use is to generate video ideas, where it can just generate us a bunch of ideas. However, there's also ways of using AI. It's not like we just get onto ChatGPT and just write, give me some video ideas, and boom, it does the magic. So there's also something called prompt engineering that we need to learn before using AI, right?
Right, right.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So there are
So
various, there's a lot of content also online that you can refer to give the AI ChatGPT the right prompts to get the
sure,
best content also. And AI has, advanced to an extent where you can even adjust your eye contact in a video. Like I've
sure,
seen applications do
yeah,
that as well. So, it has become very, very easy for influencers, for content creators, for video content creators to, do their task easily in less amount of time, and they can present themselves in a better way. Of course, everything comes with a paid subscription that is put through. But then, presenting yourself in a good way in a video also becomes easy with AI.
definitely,
So I
definitely.
think content creators have to also go with the flow, adapt to this new technology, and make it their own in some way,
Yes,
is what
definitely,
is important.
definitely. It's very important. Now, other AI tool, like we are just more focused on ChatGPT. Like there are other AI tools that are also like to. I feel that would be worth mentioning is that like we just use ChatGPT for generating ideas, video ideas, or like creating. Like we have the option of community post, so I can generate the whole weekly schedule of it. Like what do I need to post? So it generates me the quiz and polls to engage my audience, right?
Right.
So that's one of the use that I use ChatGPT for it. But now since I also use other tools of AI, like for example for generating the thumbnails, right? So I require some specific image that I know I can't find online. Like I can have my own picture uploaded, and I can prompt the AI to use my picture and generate some image out of it, right? Okay, I can give myself in a certain scenery or like in a certain situation with certain outfit, so the AI can do the job for me, which would take
I
me.
think a lot of it is posted on social media where people ask, get their images done from AI and then they post it.
Yes,
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 yes, yes.
yes. That's a major advancement in the field of AI. Like, what would take as graphic designer, as editor, what would take us hours of work to basically get ourselves edited into that outfit. The AI can do this in just a matter of seconds. So that's really commendable. And apart from this, now not just image, now we have like adding captions, subtitles. AI can do that for us. However, most tools that add subtitles are not free, but also it's however something that we use, right? And
Absolutely.
finally video I feel is such a skill where we require all the skills, right? From content generation, from thinking about the videos, right? Planning, then we have the recording, then also editing stuff, everything. So finally when you have the audio rendered, so it doesn't really go that well. Like if you're a very small creator, you don't have those very expensive gears, so you definitely lack in terms of the sound quality. So in
Right.
and on that ground, what I feel, I use Adobe Podcast. It is one of the AI tools that it does released by Adobe, and what it does is that it takes any audio. It can be any messy audio. I do have a video on this on too. So it takes any messy audio, like it can be in any noisy background, right? It removes the noise and it makes the voice sound as if it has been recorded professionally, like it's recorded on some professional microphone. It gives you such super quality of that audio, which is automatically it just skyrockets the quality of a video, you know and video and the sound quality of a video is one of the major ranking factors on YouTube, right? Which I feel, when you have good everything, you have a good setup or you have a good audio, it'll help you to improve the quality of the video, to improve audience retention, and eventually just contribute to the growth of your channel. So that's
Right,
basically it.
absolutely.
So like AI
And
is everywhere for
yes, it
content
is
creators.
absolutely. And even for creating social media posts, there's another AI tool called Predis.ai. So when you go to this tool, it is obviously paid, but then it is worth it because whatever type of post you need, you just have to give the idea. You can take the idea from ChatGPT first. You can take the content from ChatGPT first, and then ask this other AI platform to create a reel for you or to create a carousel post for you. You can give your own brand name to it. You can give your own brand colors to it. So things have become really easy with the use of AI. And I think every content creator should incorporate. I'm sure everyone must be using it, but it is important to also know about the right AI tools that you should be
Sure.
using for your
That's
own
important.
niche, for your own profession. And but then once you get a hold of it, you can only use it more creatively, only to improvise your content, only to make you and feel your audience, make the audience feel better. So this is very important to know the right tools to use.
Sure, that's very important. Like it's like everyone can jump on any AI tool and can start
Right.
using it, but it's very important to know what tool suits you and what's meant for you for your job.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
So now we have talked a lot about AI. So what do you feel? Let's jump onto the main, focus topic of our today's podcast, which is, will it replace human beings? At least in the long run, short run, whatever. Like, is it gonna replace human beings?
I feel it cannot, because there has to be a human authority over the machine, is what I feel. So it will give you, it will, it will become more efficient with time for sure. That is going to happen. It will, it will also, take away some kind of, a niche of professions or something. It might impact some professions as well. But then I also feel that it cannot be working without the human intelligence. Even in the future, some amount of reviewing the content, some amount of going through of what kind of content you've got. So it is not going to work by its own. So customization is always going to be a prerequisite in digital marketing, and that only with a human intelligence it is possible, even for creating videos or for creating social media posts. Because I feel that every brand, every technique that you use has its own uniqueness. So that is something which AI won't be able to deliver always, but I'm sure it is going to get better with time. It is going to get better with time, and every content creator, every blogger has to evolve with it to to use it to their benefit. If we are not able to evolve with it, or if we say no, I'm not going to use
Uh,
it, or no, it that is not going to work. Over
yeah.
the time, everyone has evolved with the technologies which have been in this field, and it is important even now to do that, because this is just a technology which is going to evolve, but it will never be able to be perfect without human intelligence, is what I think. So only adapting to it in a proper way and not taking it negatively is something what content creators should look forward to, is what I feel. And also, I'd love to know your views on this.
Right. So that's true. I do feel that AI cannot be complete. AI cannot completely replace human beings, because somewhere the AI has been developed by human beings, so it requires human beings to keep it running, right, over the time. But however, I would also like to know from you, since you are a content creator, right? You are a content creator. So have you experienced some sort of, like decrease in your orders, or like, losing clients because they have now shifted to using AI. So they are like now not looking forward to getting any human being hired for the content writing jobs. So is that how AI has hampered you?
Initially, when people got started using ChatGPT, yes, it did hamper my profession for some time. But then also, eventually, people to understand that I need this content right now. This is what is my idea. This is what I want to
Oh,
post on social media. But then they have got that content from AI, but they are not satisfied with it. They want some other versions with it. They want some customization with it. So ultimately, so initially when people got into this phase of using AI, I did, it did impact my profession. I did lose some clients, but then I got in touch with them again. And then I told them that, I made them understand that, this is how AI is going to work, and this is my creativity in it. So,
yeah,
this is how we can go forward. So if you want it completely by yourself, you can do it. But then I feel that, every business person, every entrepreneur, they have to put in time to, actually create content from AI as well.
sure.
So, I got in touch with them again, and then I presented them with some options and all, and they were convinced that okay, we can move forward like this. So, like I said, you have to convince people to some extent that only using AI is not going to help you. You need keywords in it. You need to rank that content. You need to rank that content on social media. You need hashtags. You need captions. So you have to have a proper creative touch to it,
Sure.
which is perfect.
Definitely.
Even for creating social media posts, you can't just generate. You might generate ideas on AI, but then to
Perfect.
execute it in a perfect way, you need a person who's telling the designer that,
Sure.
design this image in a certain way.
Uh,
So that touch is always going to be there, and people have realized that, at least the my clients. So they have realized that, it has to be some amount of human touch with the AI. So they might get ideas from AI, they might generate ideas, they might tell me to work in a certain way because of AI, but then ultimately it has to go through customizations. So it did affect me, but then with time I was able to, conquer that. Yes.
sure. That's really nice to
How
know
did it
about.
affect you?
Yeah, so for me, like apart from like just doing YouTube, I also run my own social media marketing agency. So I did feel this when AI actually became well known, right? So AI has been there for like quite a good time now, but like when it became popular, okay, like over the last 6 7 months when it started being popular, people that even the normal people they started before it was like just professionals who just have some technical skills, they were using AI, but now since AI became generalized, like everyone has got access to AI. So what happened? I did find that I did lose clients honestly, because they have started shifting. They felt like because I feel as Indians, one of the one of the drawbacks in Indians is that we feel like we won't hire anyone unless and until
Yes,
we
yes,
really need them, right? So if I
right.
see that I can do this, then definitely why do I need to hire someone? Why do I need to pay someone to hire? Like so this has been the attitude.
Cut down
And
on that cost. I'll do it myself.
yeah, sure. So this has actually happened. I experienced it, and so we had I would say like few of our clients who discontinued with us because they've started using AI. Now using tools like, since we are creating content and posting content on social media, like doing Instagram posts, generating the strategy, the planning strategy, etc. So what happened is that when the client they discovered that something can be done using AI, right? Whatever these guys are doing, that can be done with AI. However, I can tell you that the level of professional when it's done by a professional versus when you're just getting started and you're just using AI, the quality would there be a vast difference of quality, right? But even then, just because we have the spirit that why do we need to hire someone when you can do it ourselves? So I just discovered them that they've started using Canva because Canva started implementing AI recently, right? So for which you can basically get any of the posts designed using AI, and they feel like why should we hire someone? So this has been an attitude that felt that we did you know encountered. However, like as you came over this, you talked to the clients. So we did have meetings with our clients where we explained AI, right? We also explained how are we going to incorporate AI into our work to facilitate their work, right? So this has been a big shift that I saw, right? Before they weren't really concerned, like how are they going to use AI, or like they would just simply say like, this thing can be done with AI. What special are you going to do? This was the biggest question posed at us.
Right.
That if AI can do the same thing for us, what are you going to do something extra for us that would help us, right? Then we had to really, explain them that AI is just a tool, and it's like a machinery, right? You have a factory, you have a machinery, you require someone to operate it. The machinery, it can be operated by anyone. For example, the computer that we are using, right? So computer,
Absolutely.
anyone can get on the computer and they can operate it. But if you require, for example, the computer can be used to develop a software, and it's a software development that can do the task on the same computer that you're using, right? So we had to explain them that you require the professional, you require that expertise, that to run the AI also, to that will help you to basically grow your business, to get the work done in a better, in an efficient way. So so definitely we did face problems, because of AI, to be honest. But however, we did, we did, get over this with some clients, but some clients they were adamant on using AI. So
Yes.
yeah,
And they also feel that, if you get a paid subscription, everything AI is doing for you. So
sure.
why do we need anyone to do it for us? So, this attitude has also been there, but only people who can get convinced, they really get convinced, and this works in the long term. The people who are only using AI, that's quite short term actually, to be honest, because it really lacks that creativity, and also you have to target your post at your niche audience. Like, you are not targeting that post for a mass audience. If that is done, then probably AI can work, but you have a particular audience, you have to get their attention, you also have to hold their attention. So for that, a human touch is very, very important. You
Very
can't
true.
go and post anything without any customization, and just because AI is generated, it looks very good, it might look very, very nice, but then is it going to strike your audience? This is something that you only someone who is professional at it can do it better.
Sure. That requires a professional knowledge. Very
Yes,
true.
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right. So we really had a good discussion all along when we talked about AI, and we also discovered how powerful it is, and how is it going to even replace human beings. So now we know that AI, however, it's very strong and very competitive with human intelligence, but it cannot basically overpower human intelligence, right? So human beings, absolutely, human beings will, you know, the service providers still continue to flourish until and unless they start incorporating AI with themselves. They have to take AI alongside with them and basically continue your work. So you are not going to get replaced. You just need to use AI so that you don't get replaced, or else you'll definitely get replaced. That's true, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you're not using
Absolutely.
AI, if you're not using AI,
I
you'll
think
get replaced.
yes, yes, that is also true. Like, as the content creators and the AI tools, they have to go hand in hand. They have to progress together, and not just AI. There might be some other technology that just comes into being. You have to adapt with that also. Adapting is the only way of growing, I think, and every creator has to do it. And as long as you're doing it, you'll always find the right clients for yourself.
Sure, that is
So
right.
that's about it. Some people might not agree with you, but then that's
For
okay. But then you'll always find clients for the work that you're doing, because what you're doing is just very unique that you're doing.
definitely, I agree
So
to that 100%.
yes, yes. So thank you so much for this session, for sharing your
Yeah.
insights.
Thank you so
It
much
was
for
very,
you.
very
Thank you so much
informative.
to you too for joining us today and sharing out your, really valuable views on this topic. So I really believe that the viewers will definitely be benefiting from the whole session that we had today. Right. So I thank you again for being here with us, sharing your views, and have a good day.
Have a good day. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. So guys, here we had a really amazing session with Mrs. Uchwala. I would link her Instagram profile down in the description so you can go ahead and check it out. Do subscribe to this channel for more value, and I'll see you in some other videos, and then take care and bye bye. Meanwhile, also please don't forget to share this video and do subscribe.